For this PIXLR tutorial, we are going to be using PIXLR X, the simpler PIXLR photo editor, and you're going to be using any of the photographs that you have taken. So you're going to want to open up your image. I'm going to use a photo that I took of my dog while we were on a hike. And today we are going to be playing around with the Liquify tool. The Liquify tool is something you can use to distort or warp a photo without really losing the original quality. There are a few different things you can do with the Liquify tool. So the Liquify effect looks like those three waves. And there are a few different ways you can use the Liquify. You can push, you can enlarge, you can shrink, you can swirl right, swirl left, and over here, the restore tool, this is going to go back one step. So it's not going to completely restore your photo. You could try to use edit undo if you wanted to completely restore a photo, or you can always close out and reopen your original photo again. So the restore technique doesn't completely return your photo to the original quality. It just takes one step back. You've also got the brush size that you can play around with. The strength is going to make your Liquify effect either strong or weak. And then your density, which is going to be the area of effect. Now, one thing that you want to pay attention to for this particular Liquify effect tool is that it might lag a bit on your computer because it's doing a lot of work distorting your megapixels on your image. So you have to be patient a little bit. If your Chromebook lags a bit, you just have to wait for it to catch up. Don't just immediately close out and restart because it is definitely normal for your computer to lag. The bigger your brush size, the more area you're going to be able to play around with. And so think about how much area you want to cover. And I'm just going to show you the different techniques. So the push tool, if I click my mouse and if I drag, I'm going to basically push whatever is in the background to the right. Okay, if I want it to push stronger, the strength is going to push it more. And density, a higher density is going to give me more area. Okay, so area of effect. You can push to the left. You can push down. You can push right. If you hold down your mouse while you're pushing, you're going to manually kind of create a swirled effect. Remember, restore is going to take away, well, I don't know if it's going to lag or not, but restore should take away your last step, but it looks like it's not going to do that for me. So you also can do enlarge. So if you are wanting to enlarge an area, you can click on it and it's going to start zooming. One click is going to zoom small. A couple clicks is going to zoom large. I'm just going to kind of make this background look like it's something out of a nightmare or a dream because I'm just playing with it a lot. And I'm going to try to leave my bridge alone. The shrink is going to do the opposite thing. So it's going to send things further back. Okay, so a long hold sends it back really far. A short hold is just a little bit. Swirl right is going to swirl things to the right. So if you hear my mouse clicking, small clicks are going to give you a little bit different effect than long clicks. Swirl left is going to go opposite. Okay, and once again, if I move my mouse when I'm swirling, I'm kind of creating this, I don't know, surreal, dreamlike background that the bridge is going off to in the distance. It almost kind of gives it like a painted background effect. So when you are playing around with your Liquify technique, don't be afraid to start over if you don't like the way it looks. This is just a fun way to add a little bit of effect to your photos. When you are done, don't forget to click save. I would relabel it something with the word Liquify so it's easy to find. it will show up in your downloads folder so that you can turn it in.